And is that your signature on that photo array card?
Yes.
Those are your initials as well, next to the photo you identified?
Yes.
Mr. Gant, do you see the man you identified from that photo array card sitting in the courtroom today?
He's right there.
For the record, the witness has identified the defendant, D'Angelo Barksdale. Your witness.
Thank you. Just one question, Mr. Gant. Had you ever seen this young man before the day in question?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You're excused, Mr. Gant. Call your next witness.
State calls Nikisha Lyles, Your Honor. Ma'am, can you state your name, please?
Nikisha Lyles.
And are you employed?
Yes, I am.
And what is your occupation, Miss Lyles?
I'm a security guard.
And were you employed as a security guard on May 4th, the day of the shooting?
Uh-huh.
And what were your duties on that date?
I was in the booth of 221.
And is that the guard booth in the lobby of the Fremont Avenue high-rise?
Yes.
And you're behind bulletproof glass with a clear view of the lobby?
Yeah.
Good. Now, Ms. Lyles, I know this may be difficult for you, but can you tell us what you saw?
A man, he was waiting for the elevator, and when another man just starts beating on him. And, like, the one man, he got knocked down, and so
the victim got knocked down?
No, the man with the gun.
The man who was knocked down had a gun. And do you see that man in the courtroom today?
Nope.
Excuse me?
He ain't here.
You don't... You testified. Ms. Lyles, do you remember when Detective Barlow showed you this photo array?
Yeah.
Good. I call your attention to your initials, which identify this photo as the man who shot Mr. Blanchard. Did you write your initials above that photograph?
He ain't the one that did the shooting.
But you identified him.
Well, that's because he looked like the boy that did it. See, the one that did it, I saw him come in the building a week later.
When you spoke with the detectives, you never said anything about him.
I tried. I called Detective Barlow on May 13th at 2 p.m. But he didn't call me back.
Nicely done.
You called Detective Barlow?
Yeah, twice. Yeah, I wrote down in the log.
All rise. Part 12 of the Circuit Court of Baltimore City is now in session.
Be seated. Madam Forelady, you have a unanimous verdict?
As to the defendant, D'Angelo Barksdale, how say you to the charge of murder in the first degree?
Not guilty.
How say you to the charge of murder in the second degree?
Not guilty.
Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking
Be
about.
seated. Be seated.
You, Daddy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Right.
Order.
At least you made him work for
Be
it.
seated. The jury is to be thanked for its services in this case. Deputies will return defendant Barksdale to pretrial for processing prior to his release.
Think I give a fuck? I'll be chalking you off one night.
You have a nice day. You're Stringer. Let's go.